only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
This is the first game of the playoffs for my squad.
It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field.
No games. You gotta be serious out the gate.
Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
Minshew.
They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
When you say updated,
out of the gun is Minshew. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down.
Oh, they already kind of
the 40-yard line.
Like if somebody gets hurt in real life, if you play online,
and now he's got his first
here,
it's good for a first down. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I mean, against other people.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
I mean,
that's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I side with you on this one. This is the correct one.
I don't know if that would be.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowl.
If somebody gets hurt in real life and while you're playing in the game, they get hurt.
Immediately taken down in the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain,
yeah, it's realistic.
2nd and 10.
As far as each
from the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to turn here.
Look at
He's
Brian.
Go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
The only problem is, I don't think, for certain teams, I don't think there's enough activity.
Get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the
I don't think there's enough activity that happens for certain teams. Because certain teams, it's almost like they're saying they're okay with where they're at, but they're really not.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest And I'm sure his teammates
like certain teams that are bad, they are already playing for the future, so it makes sense to unload heavy contracts,
accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat and they can't afford that.
which is why I feel like certain teams like Jacksonville, they could have did better because they could have let go of the high-priced Andrew Noel at left guard.
2nd and 5. This is going to be caught. He won the football.
He played his game really
good
good.
For a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses.
He's in a different conference.
You can have that type of a game
I'm in the AFC.
He's in the NFC. It hurts him in so many ways because
this is kind of like how it was last year. If it ends up happening that way, we'll play against each other in the Super Bowl.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and 11.
Gotta take care of business
Man
first.
open left side is Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy
I still think last year's man was better in some sense.
The regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Like this year's Madden, there's been so many issues with it. It's been so many updates to it. Like there's been already like 20-something updates to this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, and they capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown,
Doesn't mean
Lutz
I
to
won't
kick
try
it
it.
off.
Yes.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Okay, so for this game here,
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins.
That's so dude.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Get him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And this
Greedy.
one's incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
7, Steelers 3.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And to give this time to tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
What is up with you?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You want a burrito?
14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
47-yard
You want a
They
burrito?
tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ooh.
Over the middle, taken in.
Way to get up in there in front of him.
That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes
Why
it
is he
3rd and 4.
dead tired?
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Steelers 3.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, no, it's not. Would you look at that?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, you changed
Great
teams.
way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Minshew. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Pittsburgh.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again.
Gotcha.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Minshew sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Oh, really? That's what that was?
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
And that was all my fault, fellas. Each big play was given up.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Thomas. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 24 yards.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Why come back? Just stay going forward.
3rd and 5.
Would have had
Some think
first
the teams
down
really
and
won't
then
throw a
some.
slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw on down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
That just shows you.
Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find Higgins.
There you go.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Got hit when I threw.
There, it's intercepted.
Goodness.
Inside the 5. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass.
He got hit when I threw.
What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here.
Oh, my goodness.
Round weekend. And he gets to the 10-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Oh my goodness. So, did you even go up to press him like I said so?
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
44-yard line.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Thank you, Brian.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A nice little juke, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
My man's got Khalil to deal with.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, they'll throw. It'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
No,
but what often happens
for some
now
reason,
is
y'all
quarterbacks who can move. Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh my goodness.
Intercepted.
Really?
Jenkins picks it off.
Oh, that is so doo-doo. That's all right.
At the 31-yard line.
Y'all will get exposed.
Throwing on first down is Minshew, and that's caught by the tight end Bryan. And offensively, they'll take
that
the
is
timeout
so
with 6
doo-doo.
seconds left in the second quarter.
That is so annoying.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
46
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half. And now a hit.
Oh, wow.
That
happened quick.
A fumble recovery for
It's like the
Steelers
computer made it up in my mind.
score.
This is what's going to happen, and this is how it's going to go down.
Problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with.
Yep.
On that play,
Check out the bizarre stuff going on
Then they get the
here.
2-point try. And you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
you know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over.
Yeah, hold on to the ball by all means.
Practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's
Good block,
talk
Ali.
when a game is
You
within
tried
striking
real
distance
hard.
like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
Oh, get out the way!
We're just starting the second
Oh,
half,
my
and
goodness.
we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
That could have been.
Recipe works. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And brought down, but not
good.
before they're inside
Great.
the 25.
Fantastic news. That's what we wanted.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh my goodness. Led him too far. My dude. Come on, dog. I'm trying to throw a bullet. Bullet that thing, dog.
Get the football back. Interception to begin this second half.
I just think by the time you spend the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half, not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is.
Oh, come on! You seen the ball coming. You could have picked that off. Like they've been doing it.
Now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Oh my goodness, dude. This is so annoying.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
Oh, word.
Works free. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Guess so.
15 yards on the play.
All right, y'all. Look at this crap.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
Madden is straight doing his thing right now.
Has had the game he expected.
Doing his thug this right now.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away.
Look at that crap.
From busting this.
Why would you fall for a juke like that? Sideline is the best friend. Never miss a tackle. Push him out of bounds.
23 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play,
This
never
is the
lock in on any
fundamental
one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving,
crap
scan the
that man
field.
give you.
And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Connor, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Again, a run with Connor.
That's the boneheaded crap. That gets on my nerves, and that was supposed to happen against me. Like, he had a touchdown, and he came back in the trash. That's the
It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Of course.
Of
course. It's not your job to cover him. Of course.
15-yard touchdown.
It's not what you get paid for. You just get paid for looking good in uniform. That's all.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember.
It's not man coverage.
To give him a little
It's
cushion.
I cover when I want to cover.
He's talking about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Haymaker my left foot. Y'all hooking up. Y'all looking out for them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
All right, so good thing is the run game is still in play. It's only a 2-possession game.
He is knocking on the door for 100
this.
yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. 2nd and 1. Going right side here, and that's
nice to
complete.
know you can throw that one right.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's what a bullet looks like.
Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player,
All right, defense.
practice sessions, and I'd hear 9.
If you feel like playing,
that man fly route, go.
you're more than welcome to take the
That
field.
was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
But if you don't, I would much rather you just sit on the bench.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here again comes Gardner Minshew. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but I don't like it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7.
Come on, dog. Tell me it's holding.
Somewhat awkwardly here and a late flag as well.
They don't say face
I think this one's
mask.
going to be a face
My
mask.
goodness. They looking out. They looking out hard for y'all right now, dog. Like, I have no
so cognizant of that call nowadays,
no
but that
words
one
for this
pretty
right
easy.
now. They
Yeah,
looking
you're
out
right.
real
They
hard.
took out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Wow.
Throwing
He
on
dodged the
first
bullet
down,
there.
But this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be second down.
Making us run
Second
into
and
each
10
other.
here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll find Williams
Once
on the
again,
slant.
doesn't care.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard
like,
line. 2 catches now in this divisional round
gotta do
matchup.
something.
That one, a first
Gotta.
down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Minshew. And yes, complete to the tight end.
You can try to break that up. And you can make the tackle too.
Red zone at the 20-yard line.
You know, because right now they
2 catches
just
now in this divisional
skipping
round
down the
matchup.
field.
That one, a first down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Minshew. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Oh, wow.
And that's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
3 people going to one guy. I mean, what can you do when nobody cares to stay disciplined?
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of
just like
contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch.
This don't make any sense.
He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
If you guys feel like playing,
that'll be taken about a yard deep.
Every fast.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26.
35 points. When did we ever give up 35 points?
At their own 26.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed. And
hit out of bounds. I mean, y'all called that on us earlier, and it was something much softer than that.
All year long, they're showing it again in this game.
Looking now. They looking now.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
I threw that thing. I threw that thing. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We've been dealing with this crap all game long, fellas. This should be nothing new. It should be nothing new.
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max.
Wow, dude. What the heck is these lobs, dog? I'm bulleting that thing. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I really don't care right now, because I'm getting played to the left all the way to the left. Throwing the lob, and I'm bulleting the pass.
All throughout, but this time the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
When we talk about players blitzing all the time, I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
Somebody get there. Well, thank you.
Down he goes, back at the 4-yard line.
Wow, you actually did something.
There to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively,
can't stand
sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. He'll find Brian.
Ain't doing us a favor stopping the clock.
And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to
My
go
man
ahead
went
and
out
put
of
it
bounds
on
and
him.
the clock was
They
still.
can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards.
All right, y'all.
On the return. Now the Jags will have great
Window is
position to
closing,
start this
so
drive
we gotta
as they
stop.
take over on the short side of the field. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect
Why would you come back into traffic? Stay where you open, bro. Stay where you open. Like that's...
Yet still play perfect football.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
We ain't got time to do no doggone celebration.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the
When you
7.
decide that you're going to throw the ball right, that's when
this
I
last
appreciate
one,
you.
a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Cost us
Absolutely agree.
big
They
time.
have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this
Just
ball
be
game.
thankful that it ain't.
First and goal,
The
and
game
they gotta
ain't
be
over
thinking
yet.
a
We
chance
still
to
got
get
a
right
fighting
back
chance.
into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown,
Don't worry about doing nothing.
Jacksonville. T. Higgins.
Got what we needed. That's all we
Gonna make
need.
the grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between
Yeah.
the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh
Y'all gonna try to
gets
milk
set
the
to
clock?
take the field. And this has been a tight game to this
I feel
point.
like
Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. On the left side, it's McDonald.
As usual.
And they're able to
Matt
get this
doing
one
nothing.
across the 35.
Yeah, like when do we ever give up
Solid way to start the
313
drive.
in a
13
game?
yards, picking up the
This
first.
ain't what we do.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10.
People
at
were
the
looking out
38.
hard.
Looking to throw it. Minshew throwing the out route
Dang,
incomplete.
feel free to try
It's
to make that
Williams.
catch.
7 yards the pick up there. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
All right, well,
And
that's
get
going
it
to
out
act
midfield.
as
Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the
possibly
50.
the game, fellas.
4 yards the pickup, first down. 4th quarter, down to the final
This is
2
what it
minutes.
is.
And
This is
we
what
got a
happens.
one-score game.
This is exactly how it happens.
So the Steelers with the
So
football
we gotta
as we
hope
get
for
you
it. We just gotta let the clock drain
And let's see what
on
they've
the
come
first
up with
play.
offensively after having time
then
to
hit him
talk
with the
it
double
over.
timeouts.
Right back to Connor here on
Wow.
first.
Did I hit him?
He'll be
Or did I
taken
not
back
hit
at
him?
the 48
I mean,
for
you
a
had the
pickup
sound
of 2
effects going
yards.
like I did.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space.
Oh my goodness!
As he's inside the 40. It's a first down.
You
on
know
a
what?
gain of 10.
I'm not even gonna
Now
trip.
the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And
Not
they'll be
even gonna trip.
disappointed to have to burn one there after
Because if
giving
this
up
is
the
how it's
first
gonna
down.
happen,
Not totally
I really
home
don't
free
care.
yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And
I
now
really don't
whistles
care.
and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. If nothing else, they've
We got
already
no
taken
chance.
a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run with Connor, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down
Got no
and 6.
chance. You got no chance. Why they gonna hike the ball? Why hike the ball?
Brings up 3rd down.
Defense, for whatever reason,
On both sides, you come into this game with
and
so
then the
much
quarterback,
hope, so
for
much
whatever
build-up,
reason,
looking to move on.
throwing
One
lobs
side
while I'm
gets
trying to throw
do that, but
bullets.
Let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope.
For whatever reason, that's the only good play of the defense right there, that interception.
Well, let's see how they handle
Outside of that,
the offseason is going to be a long one for them.
we did nothing good.
They need their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard men and women on our crew, I'm Brent.